In this week's portion, it discusses the laws of animals. There's two kinds of domesticated animals. One, peaceful ones, and the second, destructive animals. So if you own a bull or a dog, and your animal attacks other people's properties, so the owner is liable to pay only half of the damage. And the reason being, since the animal was a domesticated, well-behaved animal, we cannot hold the owner fully responsible. But what if your animal attacked others 3 times? Then the animal assumes the status of a destructive animal, and all damage after that, the owner would be fully responsible to pay a full price. Could a destructive animal return back to its innocent state? Says the Torah, there's 2 ways. One, by the animal undergoing a rigorous training by the owner. And number 2, if the ownership of the animal is changed. If one sells his animal to another person, since the animal has a new owner and new schedules, we assume that the animal went back to its original peaceful state. Everything in the Torah has its spiritual and psychological dimension. Says the Rebbe, each one of us has an animal consciousness within. But most of us are peaceful and we're not a danger to society. Yet, there are some human animals that become damaging forces where they abuse and hurt themselves and others. So says the Torah, if this abusive patterns continue and it becomes common behavior, then it is established that this person turned into a human destructive beast. How could a human destructive beast return back to its innocent state? Says the Torah, there's 2 ways. Number 1, by going through an intense process of refinement where one works very hard to improve his character. And number 2, by submitting your animal to the property of God, where one says, God, I submit my animal, my rage, my fears, and my addictions to you. My whole self, I'm surrendering to you, God. And you'll be surprised how a destructive, dangerous human beast can turn into a delightful, sweet soul. Have a beautiful, sweet Shabbos.